Hello, hello, hello. We are live again, waiting for Aminta. There she is,
Yes, I'm here.
the most beautiful girl.
Thank you. Look,
And the
she get
kitty.
you.
And you have your red lipstick on today. So what's going on?
Now you started to move.
You are not wearing that for a long time.
Yes.
What is going on?
Nothing.
Nothing. What is changed?
Nothing, babe.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to talk about something? That you have some update about the case yesterday and today?
Yes. So today, my mind was a little bit messed up, and I understand why, because this is what most of the time people are doing when they like it's okay. Let's start. So yesterday it looked very clearly. This is why I always tell to my clients and to everybody to start talking. And I'm really, really happy that the father of the person who was murdered started to speak up the second then his kid was lost.
Hmm.
Like his son was lost, and he started to open up about the case, because if without that information,
Hmm.
if everything what was now told by attorney, because that woman didn't speak up, then everything would look as very unclear and unknown situation.
Hmm.
Because the attorney now, her attorney stand up and said that she's not guilty at all. She's not involved. She don't even was at the time at that place. But when journalist asked, so what is the time of the death? He said, I cannot tell this right now because it is not clear for now. So there is a lot of mismatch, but in general, he said that she's not guilty. She gave her statement, and
Hmm.
she's telling that she's not involved at all in the situation. But what means not involved in the situation? If she was catch with her boyfriend
Hmm.
at the you have a cat. If she was catch at the with her boyfriend
Uh-huh.
at her boyfriend that village where her ex-husband was murdered, and was going there as an order built to go there. So
Hmm.
it's like, I know through the attorney it's very, very clear, because it was also her divorce attorney
Uh-huh.
who was working with her for the case. And one also very important thing, that she said that they are not divorced, so you cannot tell that it's some complication or like taking back because of the divorce, because they are not divorced, so they are still husband and wife. So, and right now, because by the law this is how it is, because he is dead, and before the case was enforced, they sued to the higher state of the law, because they were not happy about the decision of the judge. So in general, they are not divorced. So kids' custody is not even be thought not to give to her, even if she will go to the jail and get out, because she's still a mother. If the decision of the divorce would be in force, and then she has to file for the custody with probably his that killed man dad, because he would be in a custody as a first person to be with, and she has to go to the court to prove that she is able to be to take care of the kids. And right now, because they killed him in that frame, in the frame when the decision was made, they sue to the higher jurisdiction, and it's not done. So
Yes.
he has full control of everything, of all his property, of care of the kids. She's the first one
Yeah.
who gets everything.
I told
So
you yesterday.
yes, and she's telling that she's not guilty, and of course, like everything will be on her boyfriend. Um, for that. So then in the investigation right now, there are three people. So first person is she, then is her boyfriend and her boyfriend dad, because that village belonged to her boyfriend dad, and the gun that they found also belongs to him. So he gave the testimonial about letting use his gun for another person. So his dad is let go with the 5,000 payment, and two of them now is in a jail for 2 months for the during the investigation.
Yes, we'll see the result, but this was my exact intuition yesterday when you told me. I told you like she will walk free. Nobody can touch her until even you will see the result would come out that she is innocent. That would be the outcome of this law system. Uh,
Mm,
there will be there is true intent is there, for killing him. Who is there any other enemy of that person who was killed? They have to investigate all those. And
yes, yes, and you know what attorney said? That
uh,
the person who killed him is
uh,
still free.
yeah. There is no intent. They have to connect all the dots. This is the law system, even though you clearly see who is guilty, who is not, and they will ignore all kinds of evidence.
Yes, but you know, by the law, like the one who are working with the murder case, they cannot say that intent was a custody of the kids,
Yeah.
even though, because it's not, because there is still open case. So
Yes.
by the law, you cannot say that the intent is because of what was did,
But
because like
we know as a general public, we clearly see the intent.
yes,
But with
but by
law, you
the law
cannot
you
prove it.
cannot you but by the law you cannot say that on the
Yeah.
court
Yeah.
for the judge as an intent, because she
Yes.
can say yes, we have some issues, but we still husband and wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are like you cannot say
This
anything
is
about that.
this is where the law system has to change. That is why I sometimes see that Indian law system is very good. They will just take into their custody and beat the shit out of them to get the truth out. you know.
You know, even the truth, if she will tell that she has nothing against, like, she had nothing against him, they just have a fight. They want, like, now, you know, that person who was killed has no possibility to talk. So whatever she will say,
uh,
because and what was in the divorce case,
mhm.
she can deny, or she can put just by for her everything. So
Uh,
of course investigation is going. I still trust the like police and all the criminal people,
uh,
because a law system here is quite clear and really going deep with all the things. So um yes, so, but you know what was when I was listening her attorney,
mhm.
the minute when he started to talk, I got an intuition that he knew everything, even in front, about the
Okay.
possibility and about her actions and her behavior. And of course, right now, he is defending her
Hmm.
in a way like everything, even for him right now, with the way he is putting all the things,
Hmm.
it's like he already knows what to
Yes,
say, when to
I
say,
would
and
say that that attorney is really have very good work ethics. He is going to protect her client no matter what.
yes. And this is what usually happens with the
Exactly.
people who are manipulating, because
Yes.
they are manipulating
And if that
everyone.
attorney is going to tell the truth, then he's violating his own contract.
Yes.
Rather, that attorney should resign or get out of that contract and tell the truth to the public. You know, if that attorney is
Um,
truly a human being, a very like if he knows the truth, he should uh, um, like a end the contract with the client with her and tell the truth to the public what happened. That should be the
yes,
right
but he
right.
he cannot. No,
uh,
even if you end the contract, you are not able. I'm sorry, you are not able to say anything from the what all the information that you collected from the beginning of the contract till the end. You cannot tell anything
Yeah, you
during
cannot
that
tell
contract by
anything,
the
but you
as a
can make
yes.
assumptions. You can say, yeah, I thought that.
But
Yeah,
but
you
he's
can do many ways without
but
breaking the
he's
contract.
he's making assumptions on the on her side.
Oh,
So this
yes.
is what I'm telling, like this is where you see that everybody, no matter what is your profession, you are a human being.
Yes. That human being has to come out to tell the truth. I don't care about my contract.
No, but babe, you have to understand, this is his truth.
Yes.
This is his truth. What he's telling, this is his truth. Because
Yes.
other attorney would say, "No, I'm a divorce attorney. I'm not a
Criminal.
murder
Yeah, criminal.
attorney," and tell that I won't work with you, and it would be.
No, but
Uh,
he
but
has a
but
choice.
you know
He has a
what
choice.
he said, even the facts, like it was so interesting to listen, because he also said that, oh, she was texting during that time when that person was killed with the police. She was chatting through the messenger with the friends and all other things.
Hmm.
And for me, it's like, how crazy you're supposed to be, that like an organized and thinking couple steps ahead
Hmm.
by doing this with the clear mind that this would be a part of your defense.
Yeah, it's all pre-planned, you know, and they already have planned to get out too.
Yes.
And the way the media is going to move, they will find ways to get out of. They will have more knowledge how to get out, you know. Uh, that is what happens. Only thing is, just isolate them from media and everything, and they will suffocate because they are taking now going to take action based on what is media knows, what the court knows, and they will plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's why yesterday
Hmm.
the investigators was not telling a lot, or almost nothing, to the media. But this is where is the problem, because investigators are following the law, and
Yeah.
if there is a case, they are not able to speak up, or that they won't be able. And her attorney was speaking up a lot
Hmm.
by making already the profile of her.
In this case, whoever speaks, he is going to lose.
Yes and no, because just think about it. If her dad won't text on the social media about her
Yeah, yeah, no,
immediate,
no. Of course.
so then, like, no one, they could
Would
tell
know.
a absolutely different story to the media also.
Yes.
Like they could tell that, oh, she was looking because she knew, and then put all the blame on her angry boyfriend who was jealous that she has a good relationship with her ex,
Mm.
for example.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. Now, where the case is standing based on this situation, law enforcement and media should not be telling anything. Uh, and
Media will ask.
yeah, media is going to do that. Media's
Yes,
job is
this is
that.
their job.
That's their job. But they should not be getting any information about the case. Then she is going to go crazy. What's going on? You know?
Of course, but she knows.
Yeah.
You know, she has patience. She don't have what to lose.
Yeah, she got her what she wanted. She
Yes,
will get everything, even if that guy, her husband, now we cannot call ex, her husband, if her husband has a lot of insurance money, then she is going to get those too.
no, it's not popular in Lithuania to have
Oh,
these things.
oh,
Yes,
okay.
but any property, what he has, like on his name, of course, it belongs to her, while kids will be adults.
Mm. But yeah, she got what she wanted, and she's probably that will happen that court is going to give the kids to the mother, uh,
Yes,
because there is no case. They should not be
yes,
living with the grandfather when there is a
yes,
mother alive, you know.
yes, yes. And oh my hair something, and you know, this is where the law system cannot do anything, and even children's support cannot do anything, because even if she will be guilty,
Mhm.
and she has to stay in the jail
Hmm.
for a lifetime, still all the property that is in their marriage belongs to her.
Yes.
So even in a jail, she can do whatever. She can sell, she can use for her needs, whatever she will make a decision. Because
Yeah.
like the court decision not in the force, and this is what is like the craziest thing about the divorce is, till you are not divorced by the law after the judge decision, and in that 1 month in Lithuania, it's 1 month frame,
Hmm.
you are not protective,
Yeah.
because
Now
you
think
are
about it.
still.
Even though I signed all the documents in January, judge hasn't signed it. So technically, we're still married.
Yes,
Think about it. And
yes,
anything that if I win a lottery today, $1 billion lottery, it will be a still be will be considered family or the community property as per the law.
yes,
Think about it. No, I know these tricks. That is why I'm waiting. I'm not doing anything. I'm I'm just waiting. Let her let my ex take action. Like maybe she will go crazy and send someone to kill me. I don't know, because she cannot get anything, whatever she wanted. Still, she hasn't got what she wanted. Yeah, my attorney hasn't replied back yet. Seriously, like I told her, like I don't give a fuck. Don't come back to me with all her demands. It was done in January. What that is the last contract. Unless she wanted to give me her 50% of assets and the house 50% and child custody 50%, don't talk to me. I am not offering anything. I'm not going to agree to anything. Go figure it out. You know, this is how manipulative she's, like that woman plan in a right moment, and this cannot be done without an attorney's support too. How would she make the perfect timing to kill him so that everything falls on her plate? And this is, she has very good legal counseling, and whoever killed like those hitmans, you know, she has a very good strategy towards it, and it's deep, and it is going to come out. If the law enforcement is really good, they will come out, and they will know who is been supporting it besides those hitmans, you know, because this cannot be coincidence that he was killed middle of the transition of the case to the higher court, you know. This is all pre-planned. This is strategic, planned.
Yes.
This is not so easy. Like, this is going to be a huge case.
And yes, it will be a huge case, and we'll see how it will goes. But yesterday I was looking at her social media, and she was showing off him as an abusive towards kids in the social
Yeah,
media.
yeah. Oh, Plank Monkey now has to collect some supporters, you know,
Yes,
to get some sympathy from the society.
yes.
That's definitely that is what she is going to start talking about and create a
No,
good image.
it was during the case, so I think that she was making that profile.
Oh,
But like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
if it would be, but it's not about woman and man, but if it would be opposite, because I know a case that was opposite, when woman got like in a very similar situation, woman got all the custody and also alumni from the man,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very close with my dad,
Mm-hmm.
a very close person, and he was hardworking
Mm-hmm.
man, and very very like loving and caring person.
Mm-hmm.
So what you mentioned, after divorce, 2 years ago, he was working like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
24/7, and then he got into the depression,
Mm-hmm.
and he was in the psychiatry hospital
Mm-hmm.
because he had a very suicidal mindset, and even at the hospital, he killed himself, even
Oh.
without with 24/7 care.
Huh.
So this is, also the other way, because my dad said that he everything was fine until divorce came up.
Hmm.
When divorce came up, he saw how he is burning himself out. He went to one hospital, after one hospital to another hospital. It was 6 months. After 6 months, they decided they said that they maybe let him go after 6 months. After 6 months, my dad, I remember, told me that they won't let him out because of his situation.
Mm-hmm.
He did, like, he called my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and he talked with him, and after that he got news, I think in a month, something about that, that he at the hospital killed himself.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in this case, you also understand that person to go to the suicidal mindset
Mm-hmm.
and do this is a harm of the other person.
Mm-hmm.
It's really related to the, like, because it was very related, and people see and understand, but in this scenario, I'm sorry, you cannot do anything, and you cannot say that, oh, this person made him to kill himself. There is no proof, there is no evidence, there is nothing, but this is just the timeline, and then everybody would say, oh, so he was weak person. So,
Yeah.
but even though, there are different situations about different people, I just want to mention to everybody that it's not about male or female.
Yeah.
There are multiple different cases and different scenarios, and we would find like a man who is threatening or doing something to the ex-wife, or bringing her also to the very suicidal mindset. There are also just like these the things that maybe right now are on the news, and the other one was very close because he suicide last year.
Mm-hmm.
So during all those like messing, like there was so much in our family going on at that time, that this was like one extra spot on the top. But yes, this is what was last year about.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll continue watch your story.
Yes, we'll see. But uh, what to say? Still, the most important are kids, and
Yeah.
their life was damaged a lot, with a lot
Yes.
of traumatic evidence in a short period of time.
Yeah, and nobody is going to. Nobody is actually thinking about the kids. I don't know. The law system or the society or the child protective services or anything that who
No,
is
there
concerned
was
about the
they
children.
were asking about the kids. They said that they have a proper, safe environment for them
Mm,
to live. They are not open on the news where they are living. I think
mm,
because of the case, that in the cases mother is involved,
mm,
that she want to know and won't make any actions also towards that. An attorney, so everything was, I think, with the kids was made quite also clear by taking care of them, and their safety.
so they are with anybody, family members, or separately in a safe house?
They don't say it on the news where are kids.
Oh, okay. Not with mother though.
Mother is in a jail.
Oh, okay. So she will be in jail until the investigation is done.
Yes, for 2 months right now,
Oh, okay.
from today.
That's okay. That's some progress. Finally, that's good to hear that she is behind bars, not outside roaming. And
Yes. Yes, they asked for 3 months, but they gave 2 months. We'll see how the investigation will
yeah,
goes.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, she stays forever there.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but
No, I would say for the sake of the you know, most of the time the court make examples of the bad things, but they forget to make examples of good things too. They have to make an example of this. They should, you know. It's not about the kids. Kids are going to grow. Yes, they should have a better mother, but she is not. And if those kids comes back to that mother, those kids will become a criminal like her. They will become her. It's better to have the children have someone else taking care of, you know. Their childhood is destroyed anyway. Now look at her. She needed to take it.
yes.
So those kids' life is destroyed. Think about it.
Yes, yes, that's true.
You want some nappy? She just comes to me like this,
Yes.
and I have to give her shots. You know, she is taking shots again. She's like bunny. Yeah, first day I came to meet her, and she was like this. That is why they said, "Oh, it looks like you have a good energy to everybody."
Yes.
What? Oh, yeah. It's like bunny. Yeah. What else you want to talk about?
Something I texted to you and I forgot. And we can talk about the fear.
Uh huh.
I think that this is the core thing in a relationship,
Uh huh.
and also at the same time, this is what is. It's also connected with this case, what is making people to hold on or to stay away
Mm-hmm.
from the situation that is not good for them in a relationship.
Yes, because before this, if she is involved in this and she is behind all this murder, think about the situation that husband was with her and the kids are with her, and this is the kind of mentality or the uh, criminal minds that someone has. It's hard to recognize, and recognizing those, even you mentioned that there is another client whose has murdered some old women's or something. Think about those people like a psychopaths, that it's better to recognize those red flags early on and get out of the relationship.
Yes, a lot of my clients has a very had uh, like had their ex-husbands or ex boyfriends who was involved in the criminal cases, who are under the bars, or they know that they have some like criminal cases,
Mm-hmm.
and who truly threatening it, and it's really really dangerous
Mm-hmm.
to get out of those relationships. It's extremely hard
Mm-hmm.
because they are threatening. They have also people in the police system.
Mm-hmm.
They know what and how to do,
Mm-hmm.
how not to get caught by recordings and all.
Mm-hmm.
So at some situations, I see that okay, it's a successful outcome. Like they get out of the relationship, they are in a safe environment. But at some situation, they I don't know how everything solved, because with some of my clients I lost the connection during that period, and I'm not able to contact or know everything, because of course there is a confidentiality and all other things, and I cannot ask, because I'm looking at it as a very professional.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that there are a very complicated, horrible situations
Mm-hmm.
that my clients are going through because of. So that's why I'm always telling that it's not just about a woman; it's also about men, and the way they create all that fear, not just about them, their selves, their kids, but also about their family and all. But it's too abstract. I would like to ask you directly, what was your fear that you stayed with your ex for so
My
long?
fear? My fear is about the kids. That was my fear. Not more about me, like what will happen to the kids if I leave.
And before kids?
Before kids, uh, it was fear. What was the fear? Oh, mostly the fear was I brought this woman with me, and if I leave her, I don't know what will happen to her. That was the fear. Because I brought her from India, got married, and I took that responsibility. Now I'm not going to leave her. I don't know where she is going to do, what she is going to do. Like, I had fear of that. It's not the fear about myself or anything else. It was fear of her safety or her future or her life. Then it was about the kids' future, kids' life. It was always external. But when I realized that it's actually it's damaging myself, like the fear was I'm going to damage myself, like I'm becoming a worst person.
Would you say that do you connect somehow that it was put on you by society or by her? Her
It's more
fear.
society, like if I would have divorced her in the first couple of months itself, uh, but it was the society, like what everybody is going to say, how I'm going to be looked at. It was more of a societal thing that comes to mind. Uh, like going through divorce now is not a societal thing, it's more of a my personal choice. I don't care about anybody else. But at that time, yes, in the beginning, it was more of a societal thing, family pressure, or family. Nobody knew what was going on, but it was still in my mind that how I will be seen, or uh, more of a fear of like acceptance towards society. You just got married, you want to get divorced. What is going on? What people are going to question about? How to answer? What to answer? You know? Of course, people will ask.
And what you didn't have an answer why you want to divorce her?
I didn't have a concrete answer. Like if I would have been in a more in this mindset today with all the knowledge that I have, I would have thought through that. If I have to go back, at that moment of like I have to probably sit down and think about finding why I'm not happy and why I have to get divorced, and find that concrete answer that satisfies me, not the society. Because I didn't have an answer for myself, because I was distracted with settling down in US. Like I'm here new and I'm trying to settle down while I'm having this thought of divorcing her. And what is more important? No, I have to settle down. I don't care about other things. That was important. So priority were different.
And in those like 20, now you are married for how long? You in 24 years. You will reach 25 years of happy marriage.
No, no, I was looking forward to 25th year because I was calculating, oh, we almost 20 years, 18 years by the time I left home. It was 18 years. I was looking forward to that 25 years, that something that would change, that our marriage could have a different path or different story, you know. I know that at that time, by 2018, uh, still having hope, 2018, still having hope. Okay, whatever happened, oh, so many things happened. We had trouble having children. Now we have children. I built my career. I have enough money. I have a house. I have everything. Like everything is beautiful. Okay, a few more years will stretch it to 25. Things will change probably over the years. Always that hope that something better is going to come, not hoping that it's going in a
But
worse
for
direction.
me, like it's very interesting. In those like 25 years of your marriage, you had just one time thought to get divorced or before or fight,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Up to
you
that,
never had any
no, no,
fight
no.
and before.
Not before. Like, okay, first few months itself, I realized that this is not our combination. Like, this is not what she is like a personality wise. I realized that this is a big mistake I did. Okay. And uh, at that time also, I wanted to complain about it, to tell about everybody that you guys just put me in a wrong relationship. But I never told anybody. I said it was my choice, it was my responsibility. Now I have to deal with it. How I deal with it. Okay. Over the year, things changed, and every time I had this thought of why the fuck just why don't you just leave me alone, live my life, okay? But I was not taking that action, okay? It's not just one time happened. Many times it happened. Another time, 2018, I would say. Uh, I had a house in California, and I was giving it for rental. Okay, for 2 years, not 2 years. 2014 we left, so 2014 to 4 years I rented it out. 2018 I got tired because I had so much work pressure, And the tenants were complaining, oh, this is not working, that is not working. I had to call multiple services to take care of the house because that's on, as a tenant, it was my responsibility. So I asked my ex, why don't you do this?
Wife, he's not your ex yet.
Okay, that's on legal thing. I don't give a shit about legal things when it comes to my personal things. But anyway, I told her that why don't you just take care of the house, manage the house? Kids are growing up. Anyway, you have nothing to do at home. What are you doing? Do something at least. So provide the manage the house and provide me some support. I need help. Then she said, no, I don't have time. She didn't have time after marriage. She didn't have time until have the kids for 10 years. She didn't have time even after having the kids. She didn't have time even after kids are grown up. And then that was a big fight. When the hell are you going to have time for something, right? That was the big fight. Then I drove 18, 20 hours to California. I packed all my woodworking tools. I said, I'm going to go fix the house, and either I'll stay there or I'll live there. I won't come back. And I prepared myself. I went there. I got the house fixed. I hired some people to get it fixed, changed everything, carpet, repainted, fixed everything. The everything was a mess. That whoever was living that made a mess. So I fixed everything. After I fixed, then I'm like, even I had a plan to go to Mexico. You know, I packed all my woodworking stuff. I said, I'll go to Mexico. I'll start doing labor job. I had that plan too. Like I left home. Like that is how I left. It was so. I was really pissed. So I fixed the home. Then later realized, okay, what to do. I cannot manage it. She doesn't want to help me manage it. Then I decided I'll sell it. Okay. I before even selling it, I already had a tenant. So I already had a rental guy. There was Chinese lady. She wanted to rent it for long term. I said yes. I signed the contract. I signed the contract. Then I talked to her what to do because I'm tired of this. And she said, okay, let's sell it. I said, okay, fine, because I'm done managing this. I'll put it to rent again. I have to deal with it. Then I asked the realtor saying that, okay, cancel that contract, sell it. Within a week, I sold it. Came back home, thinking things will get better. COVID happened.
It got better.
What better? Because it was
Look
better
where you
just in
are
my
now.
head. It was better just in my head because I compromised everything. I thought, okay, let's have peace. Because, yes, now even everything, you create a peace in your mind. You think that everything will be fine. Then things go bad. It repeats things again. And every time that happens, then that's a red flag that you are compromising too much. You know, even like everyday situation, even in our relationship, we are saying that okay, fine, let's move on. We had problems, or let's work on it. Let's talk about it, how to manage it. Then we move forward. Okay, but if we are going to do the same mistake again and again, it means that we are not responsible for our relationship. You know, and how many times that has to happen until you realize that there is nothing going to be fixed, it's going to repeat itself. Like I used to be peaceful, anything happens, whatever, I forget things, then make it peaceful in my mind, but it doesn't happen from the other side. Like there is always a problem that I have to manage. Like why I have to compromise, why I have to do everything, why I have to be always be there like for everything. No, why there is not a partnership, you know. So it's like, yeah, I had my times, I had my knowledge, information, whatever, how I did it, uh, but later I realized that it's not worth, and And now, but still, my divorce is not over. Think about it.
No, but when you look from this perspective, right now, what you wished come true because she's taking care responsibilities of the kids, she's working, she's
Yes.
taking care of the house. So for
Why
now,
didn't do it in the beginning when I was there? Think about it. So I have to do this way to manage someone to get their knowledge, or do I have to be this cruel to uh, someone to act? No.
no, I would say if this would be your values, if this would align with your values, I
Yes.
think that there would be like a possibility for you to start again. If
Yes,
you
if you are in that relationship, no, no, no. Right now, if you're like thinking about like, okay, now she's doing everything. Why do divorce? Just get back together, right? But that ship has sailed already. Which conversation, like even in our relationship, we have been together. We have ups and downs. We have challenges. We are solving it together. Okay. Now, if me not coming as a partner to solve things together, or you are not coming to the partnership as a together to whatever challenges we are facing, we have to solve it together. If we are not doing that, it's going to be the similar case. Think about it. How long you are going to tolerate me? Or am I going to tolerate you if we are not building something or working on something as a together? Like if you are going to do it by yourself, then do it. You don't need me. Like if I have to do everything by myself, and I'm looking for a partner who I wanted to be like do something together, build something together, work something towards our own goals, like as a uh, as our future. And if we are not talking about it, if we are not working towards it together, and only if you have to work on it, I'll sit down and relax, or I work on it, you just enjoy, like, "Oh, you got it." Like, this is not going to work. It's a partnership in a relationship. Why most marriages are failing? Because of this, there is no partnership, and nobody wants to actually help each other, or support each other, or anyway. Most of the relationships are failing because of this lack of partnership, lack of ownership of responsibilities, or shared responsibility. There is no shared responsibility or shared commitment towards the relationship. Now what do you want? You just wanted to come again.
so if you say so all the time, it was fear about society
Yeah.
and about your divorce, how they would
Yeah, most of the
eventually.
time. Most of the time. But when it came to my don't stop our life. But later on, it was not about society. It was about myself, my happiness, because I realized that no matter what, I will be unhappy. I won't be in peace, even though whatever I do, because that was the limit that I crossed. Like I have no support, even though I gave her so much money to start a restaurant business. She started making money because she didn't wanted my money, so she started her dog sitting business at home. She was making money, and she never shared that money towards family or anything. She kept it herself, and I never needed it, her money. But that is where it comes, like why you are not taking share the financial responsibility, you know even though she was making money, she was using my credit card. I didn't have any issues with those. But when I found out that she has been cheating, that is when I realized that this person is not worth. Because now you're making money, would you have that conversation? how to share responsibilities, financial responsibilities, to know that how much money I've been spending towards the family, and what is how much money I'm saving for the future kids and everything, and what am I doing with my income. Like, let's say now you are taking care of the kids and everything. Okay, now I'm not making any money. Like, I'm just making enough to survive myself. Now all of a sudden I'm going to start making hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, let's say. And I'm still not asking you, babe, where can I support you financially? Think about it. What would be your reaction? Think about it.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, and I agree about it. Like, if you're living together, for me, it's always there is no my money or your money, there
Exactly.
is always ours. This is how I grew up, and I never thought any way different. And I think that it's very toxical when people are separating money without the and from my experience with the close relationship that I had, I'm sorry, I always saw that when there comes a separation of money, there comes a separation in general in a relationship.
Yes.
Because, like, how you, by living together in one place, will share something. Like, for me, it's not even, I don't even imagine how life is at that point.
Yeah, because it's about partnership, it's about sharing responsibilities, right? It's most of the relationship that are breaking is when it comes to finances. That is the major ones.
Yes, and I would say, if I'm taking some kind of the responsibilities, let's say,
Hmm.
now I'm making this amount of money, and now I'm taking a loan for the car,
Hmm.
and I have no clue what are your income on or your expenses.
Hmm.
So, and we are family, like we are married.
Hmm.
I don't know at what kind of the risk we are going together. Because in general, if anything will happen,
Hmm.
I have to know what are the responsibilities. Because if you will die, everything what is on your name now is on my name.
Hmm.
And for me, it's like how I want to know about the situation, because then not just like, or you get injured, or something happens, like, or for me something happens, that I won't know about the responsibilities and I won't count the risk by making actions. I think this is a very, like, people, yes, you can think about this, oh, it's about money, but in general, when people are hiding their income and responsibilities, you are not honest, and at the same time you are putting on the risk that the person
Yeah.
that you're supposed to talk, be there, and share and make decisions together. Because I cannot imagine to buy a house without knowing, like, what is our income, what is the loan, what are the risks, and just get into the house and living with the wishful thinking. For me, it's like, and what's then?
Yeah. And you don't know where the money comes from. Did I murder someone and got some money and bought you
it,
the
it's
house?
it's not about, yes, it's like, how, what kind of relation, this is not a relationship.
No, that is why my top three criteria for having a relationship, you should have financial intimacy, physical intimacy, emotional intimacy, and the fourth one is spiritual intimacy. You know, these are the intimacy when I'm talking about. You should have awareness of each other's very much like what you are when having sex. So if you do not have that awareness of each other, of financial knowledge, of what you owe, how much your expenses, how much your income, and same with me. And if we do not have each other's knowledge, how even we can think of having a house or going for a vacation? So, without having this knowledge, let's say I do not have any knowledge. Let's say you are making the more money than me, and I said, babe, can we go for a vacation? And we plan, and I have no clue how you gathered those money for the vacation. And you probably took a loan or borrowed money from your parents, or maybe you sold some land or property to get that money. Then we are enjoying. Let's say I have no clue how you got that money. We are enjoying. And in your back of your head, you'll be like, how am I going to pay off this money? And I have no clue because I have no responsibility.
No, but for me, it's not a relationship
It's
from the
not a
beginning.
relationship, basically.
It's not a
Yeah.
relationship at all, because what
Yes.
kind, like, if I would say, if there is a topic that you want to talk with your spouse for the lifetime, so you are not
Yes.
honest.
That
You,
is why it is very necessary, babe. I mean that there is nothing. And this is what should like, yeah, from the beginning I was transparent about how much money I'm making, how much money I'm saving, how much money we are spending. you know I started with a $1,500 per month job. That was my income. 1,500 to coming to like almost like $500,000 income. She knew about everything. Then when she is making 100,000, let's say, oh, you are making so much. Mine is so little income. But do you have the responsibility or not towards the home? It's not about how much I'm making or you are making. It's about, it doesn't matter how much we both are making separately, but as a couple, there should be still be a contribution from each other's, because you are making so much, so you should be responsible for everything. Then I'll be saving my money in a corner, so that something happened between our relationship, I take off with that money. That is what's happening in most few of my clients I saw. Husbands are paying for everything. Whoever is wife's the working, they are keeping the money separate. Oh, you are making more than me, so you pay for the house, cars, expenses, and everything. I will keep my income in a separate account. And after 15 years, they are having divorce. Oh, you spend one, the husband spent everything for these 15 years. Wife saved 15 years of money straight to the bank, let's say, or investment, whatever. Now, when you come to the court, oh, whatever you spent in the 15 years, it was a community investment. So either husband spent or the spouse spent, doesn't matter. But the husband is most of the time spending it. These are my client stories. Okay. So what's happening is, court is saying now, her money is her money, your money is your money. Let's split it. Anyway, husband spent all the money. There is nothing left. There is less savings compared to the wife's savings. Now, wife's savings is, I'm not going to give those money. And court is okay with that. And this is where, seriously, most of the men who are in this kind of relationship are getting financially broken. Literally, like me, you know. Now, what is the situation? I'm broken financially. What is the point supporting for everything that because I'm making more money and the wife's making less money? Am I going to play that role? No. That is why it's very important. Now we both know in our relationship that where we stand financially and how we wanted to grow together, even having that knowledge, awareness of intimacy of financially, so that we know we have that expectation that I cannot travel next month. I was wishing for, I can swipe my credit card, I can go, but I have to risk everything. Like whatever I'm working, I have to stop it. I have to, on top of it, I have to add those expenses, not just the expenses, but the losses that I'll have here income wise. And I know the risk, and you know the risk too. So it's not just about me knowing, but how it is going to damage after coming back. Then now I will have more debt, and we talked about it, and we are clear about it that yes, we have to work towards, so that we are not in a pressure. Even if you have to come, we have to think about how to finance this. And if we are not responsible for each other's financial responsibilities and shared financial responsibilities, then one of us is going to get burned out financially. And that is not what I would like to see in our relationship. And that is what I would suggest others too, to like, even if you are already in the marriage, better be careful, start having that financial intimacy.
I would say there is some many possibility to have a combined uh, money, like bank account that you like can invest and save for both of you, and then during the divorce you can separate it equally. Because my situation was the same. Yes, it was not the same, but it was different because we were working together. And when we bought the first apartment, my parents gave us money, and that's why we were able to buy the house, the apartment. But we were not married, so it was on my ex name. And meanwhile, when we moved here in Vilnius, we sold that house and we buy the house. And Vakaria was starting to go to the kindergarten, and that's why I decided to go back to the work because my business was not working enough. And when I started to work, we shared the expenses. So he was paying for the car and for the house, and I was paying for their school and kindergarten. And all other money, because he was earning more, was in his bank account as a savings.
Hmm.
So yes, I was making less, but I was paying equal. That means that I have no savings. But in general, from both of us, all the savings went to my ex.
Hmm.
And when I went to the divorce, he was always telling that there is no money. Like he is the person, he has no money. But at the end, like all the savings belong to him because it was on his
Yeah.
bank account. And he said, I earn more, so it means that for me will stay more. So I would say that equality is not always the right thing, but I would say, okay, if you are sharing expenses equally and still you together have some savings, put it to the commune bank account.
Exactly. For the
Uh,
expenses. Even for, let's say, he was paying for the
so,
house and all. I don't know what was the exact amount, and what is the exact amount you were spending for the education and other things. But if you look at those would be different too. Why not have a common community account for the expenses of everything? Besides that, plan together that what you are planning for your individual safety net, you know.
yes, also all the insurance for my ex, because he was paying just for himself with a very good investment because his salary was good, everything left to him. So the same as a car that like was almost paid out. So everything was on his name because when we bought a car, it we also was not married. His insurance is on his name. I never even tried to take it on my side. My goal was to get divorced because yes, when I went back from the first our meeting, physical meeting, I got a very clear mind that okay, now it's time to get divorced because I'm in a relationship with another person. I felt that, and between the first and second trip, I called the attorney and I said, okay, let's do this
Hmm.
because it's the end. I don't want to fight anymore because I want to create a relationship. That was my decision that I made, and yes, how long it, like from June till, because yes, I called and I agree about the first meeting after the second trip, and in September I was divorced because I don't want to deal with this anymore because I'm focusing on the other things. That was very clear decision for me because before that I didn't know what to do, how to do, what would be the, like, I remember I was in such a mess. Like during that time I was talking also with my mom to hire attorney and try to prove all the abuse and all the other things, what would happen. And my mom was ready to go to the court by telling about all the incidents in the house, the way he was abusive towards me and kids and all. But like after meeting you, after those couple of days together, I like, no, we just have to end this and move forward because there is no, like, there is no reason anymore to do that.
Yeah. No, I would suggest, highly suggest, even if the couples who are married happily, still, uh, like it's going, the relationship is going. It's better to now, knowing that anything can possible, like we are not going to be living forever. Similarly, the relationship is not going to be forever. There could be
Yes.
possibilities that it can break.
it it's not even by trying to, like, by thinking about the divorce, but if one of the spouse is dead,
Yes,
the
yes.
bank accounts are closed.
No, no, those legally you can get it, but it's
Yes,
more
but
about.
after time, babe.
Yeah, yeah.
So, if,
It
for
takes time.
example, you have to pay for the funeral, or for example, you want to go to put your body in India,
Yeah.
and now your all bank accounts are on your name,
Hmm.
I won't be able even to pay for that.
Yeah.
And if we have a combined bank account, so then I know that I'm safe. Whatever will happen after the death, there is a lot of law and legal things that you have to do to get all the insurance money, all the access to the bank accounts, and all other things, retirement and everything.
Yeah.
Like, it takes time, at least 2 3 months. And I'm sorry, but like your husband or your wife body won't wait at that time, because at that time you have to think about funeral, you have to think if you will stay at work or not, if you will be possible to work for the next month. Maybe because of the pain and all the situation you will let go of the job. And what will happen then? For 3 months, it's good if you have a community and support that will take care of you, but what if not?
Mm.
And you have no access.
Yeah.
Because the
Yes.
minute when they inform about the death, all the bank accounts are closed.
Yeah.
No one can take any cash, any transactions, nothing, until the legal system will work. The same as in US, the same as in Lithuania, because they will checking if there is a testimonial,
Mm.
if you will agree to take everything from your spouse or not, because there is also a decision for your kids and all. So because of that, they keep all the things on hold.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a combined bank account that you have both possibility to access, you have nothing. You are there alone in
Yeah.
general with all the pain, and don't even think to go through that. Also, by like, if I'm in a grief and at the same time I have to think about money, this is not how I want to live. The, like, to remember the person that I loved all my lifetime.
Mm. Yes. So, like life, even the relationship is uncertain.
Yes.
There is no guarantee. So it's better to uh, work towards a financial goal for together as an also for individual, because now we know the reality of of the situation after getting divorced. Most of the people, I mean, the story that we are talking about what's going on is the same scenario. That woman is crazy about whatever the money that she wants, like my ex, you know. My ex would have been done with this divorce if she would have agreed that when I was politely asking, let's sell the house, split the money, done. After that, whatever you have, I have. Whatever business money, let's split those. I'm good. Okay. But no, that is where the problem, all the problem is. Like, whoever is going to get greedy is going to be behaving all this toxic way.
Okay, I have to go.
P? Okay. I could see. All right. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.